Generic greetings! In the previous episode, we managed to get the other side of the river populated just a little bit. Obviously, we've got a long ways to go, but that's what we'll be doing in this episode as well. As you can see, lots of hotels, lots of offices at the back, things like that, as well as an opera house, and over there, an expo centre as well. We also changed a couple of things. We got this put in. This is like our water supply and our water... well, treatment. I say treatment, but if we go over to sewage, you can see that actually it's not really treating it that well. But either way, and we're not treating the water that well. But either way, it is what it is. We got that sorted. We also fixed the airport and expanded over this way as well. Oh god, look at that! I only recently just put this in as well, and it's massively just went bang. There you go, done. Oh, it's all filled up. So let's resolve that by just saying, right, there you go. You want to live here? No problem at all, you just need to move in. But what we'll probably do is move in on the other side, because the game likes doing that for some particular reason, which is why you have to do it in stages, which we were messing around with. Anyway, so in this episode, what we'll be doing is essentially cracking on. We want to get the other side of Riverside, it's still called Riverside, but the other side of the river, all sorted. We want to put more stuff in there. We also need to shift these very, very quickly, actually, cargo harbours. We've got a lot of traffic going through the centre, as you can see, a lot of traffic going up and down here, which you might think, oh, well, at least the road's getting some use. Well, a lot of them are tractors and stuff. Look at that. We've got a tractor, we've got another tractor coming in. There's loads of them, which you don't want driving through here. And all of that is because of these two. So what we need to do is get rid of them and put them over this side, because then it means they'll have to then jump on the highway, then go all the way around, and then go over to the spruce works. So that's actually a lot better. Oh, we also put this in as well, which is our other... like highway entrance and exit thing, and I actually haven't turned off the traffic lights because I essentially forgot. So I will remove the traffic lights wherever the traffic lights are. Traffic lights removed, traffic lights removed, and traffic lights removed. And then there's no traffic lights on here because it's a highway, so you don't get them. Right, okay, so that's sorted. As far as I can tell, it's all in the correct ways. Yes, these two are out, these ones are in. But look at all that. Look at all of these big heavy trucks. Owner Lumber coming, exporting forestry products. They're all exporting it to this the cargo ship over here. Not good. Not good at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some cargo stuff around here instead, and also connect up to the rail network as well, because if we go over to, hang on, we have to go to this one and then actually shed some light on the thing. We can see that the rail network goes along here, but we only really utilise it in a couple of places. We utilise it in this area where we have, well, an actual train station. And then if we go further along and follow it along to here, we can see that we do actually have a cargo train terminal. Excellent. We should really put another one in, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But we could put another one in if we really want to. But look at all the stuff going on that cargo train. Loads of it. It's actually getting utilised very well, but we don't really... That means that, essentially, if you want to get some supplies from the spruce works, or around here, over to this side, you have to use big trucks, and we don't want that. What we want instead is, if we just go over to our transport, and then to... this thing, shipping, we can see that we've got 3 shipping. We've got harbour, which we've got 2 of, that's fine. Cargo harbour, which we've got 2 of, but it's not fine because it's in the wrong place. And then finally we've got a cargo hub. So it accepts train traffic as well as traffic from other areas. Like traffic from highway and such. So, where do we want it? Probably on this corner, so that when the line comes along, it's going to be a bit problematic getting this in, because the line's going to have to come along and round and down, then into there, I reckon there, and then out and connect up to that. So let's do some shunting of the rail network, and we'll go to train, and essentially spur it off. Like so. And then, oh, that went straight for some reason. That was not supposed to go that straight. In fact, what I want to do as well, there's a bit of a ravine here. So let me essentially fill it in. Like so. And that'll use a lot of the soil that I've got backed up as well. And that seems to be about right. Okay. So, train. And curvy road. Curvy track, rather. And actually, you could just go straight in like that. Oh no, you can't, because that that's wrong. That's where the road goes. We need it to go from here, like so. So we'll go to there, and we'll delete this section, and then finally there to there. Okay, there's a bit of track. It's a bit up and downy. There's actually a node editor that I forgot to install. It's a mod. You essentially like alter it up and down, which is something I want. Would be nice. So we want to increase the height of this, like so. That's about right, hopefully. So the track doesn't go all over the place, which it currently is. That's better. Smoother. Not as smooth as I'd like, but smooth. So from here, we want to go out and essentially connect it up to the rail network. And that wasn't a particularly difficult task, to be quite honest with you. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. So, we've got them put in. Slight issue, got massive rails going all over the place. So when we put in our proper cargo docks, cargo harbours, we're going to have to run the road in interesting places. So we'll put them on this side, like so. And we'll run from this side lots of highway, like entrances and exits. Obviously we've got one over here, but we want one around this area, and then we'll need to bring it down the mountain, which is going to cause me huge headaches, but it's my problem, not yours. Let me do that right now. So, off-ramp. Quite easy job. Essentially that. There's an off. What we'll do, we'll connect it all to one, you see. That could be a tunnel as well, but I don't really want to do that now. So we'll have an off-ramp here. There's an off. Same for this side. There needs to be an off, which will go like that. And then... damn it. If you place the exit too close to the road, it just glitches out and says, nope, it's occupied, can't do it. Can't do it, mate. Not happening. Oh, well, thank you for that. So, there you go. Yeah, that's put in for now. We'll have to deal with that later on. So there's that one. That's the exit. To go back on, it would be actually the same sort of thing. Up and just around. Now, obviously, I'm doing this actually the wrong way because I haven't inverted it yet. We're probably gonna have to delete this one. We might have a problem because of how close these roads are, so we might not be able to even get across the road. I also don't like the weird angle that it's got in there. That's just strange. Should be a smoothing. I'm sure there is. Everything I say, well, there should be this tool, that tool, or whatever. There's always a mod for it in this game. Guarantee. And, oh, we can get across here. And we'll go down to there. Slope is too steep, but we'll change that. Obviously, we do need to then invert all of this. There we go. So that goes, that's an on. So that goes onto there. And we just need a on for this side. In fact, to be honest, we could just delete this and go road here. That's an on. And that's an off. Off, on. That's an off. But look, I've just realised how sharp it is. Look at that. That works, but that doesn't. We'll have to change this. Go up. And again, we'll change the lighting so I can actually see what I'm doing. So this needs to curve up and around like that, you see. Slope too steep. There's no steep slope there. And over to there. And then finally, delete that. Should be able to connect that to that. There we go. Oh my god. That is the snakiest, stupidest, bumpiest highway I have ever seen. Look at the state of that. I'd love to fix it, but I've got far too much on my plate at the moment to even care. So, down here, we need to then sort out our 6-lane roads. We're not going to have decorative trees or anything because it's too industrial for that. And we will have, from here, a road that goes straight across, naturally. And then curves around. And then, oh, and so it begins. Slope is too steep. We can't do that. Shut up. It's going to be one of those episodes, I'm afraid. What's the best way of doing it? Probably going up this way. Yeah, I thought it might be. Well, that was actually simpler than I thought it would be. That's simpler than it has any right to be. So we'll delete these bits because we essentially want to go down like that. And then closer to this. And then along. Now this is problematic because I need to get in here. So how am I going to get over the railway line? How am I going to get over this railway line? Well, the solution, I think, is a bit radical, but I'm going to delete that bit of the line. I'm going to go to diggy diggy. And I'm going to diggy diggy along here. And dig a trench. Like that. Okay. So there's a trench for that. If we go over to our railway once more. It will connect up. Only just off. If we delete that then. And what we do is just slope it down a bit more. We should connect it up now. I don't think this train would really be that smooth. Slope too steep. Where's the offending article though? It is a steep slope, to be quite honest with you. There we go. Right, so you can see it now goes underneath a little bit. So our road should hopefully, it does go straight across. Excellent. Indeed. Just what we want. And curves round. Oh, I bet this road's all over the place. Oh no, it worked perfectly well. Okay, good. So from here, exactly where we want it, like so, and then around to there. Right, and then we'll continue on a bit, just for the sake of completeness, and there we are. So we got a road, and we got a highway, and at the moment that's all we've got. What we want to do is connect them all up so they work. So this one will go there. This one will go there. This one will go. I'll delete that. Apparently it won't go there. We delete a section here. And maybe it'll connect up to there. It will connect up to there. Perfect. And then finally this one will do that. Right. So there we go. That's all highway. It is obviously set up with traffic lights, so we'll get rid of that. And that should mean now that all these have connections. When we put the roads in. This part, you understand. So, a road. There. And there. There and there. And finally, this is going to be problematic because of the distance. Oh no. There. Because of the slope, I thought it was going to be really a big issue, but actually it's perfectly fine. Right, so we've got cargo, proper rail cargo one, and standard cargo. Pipework is a case of straight across and along. Electricity will be a bit more of an issue, but shouldn't be an insurmountable task. Don't like the idea of putting electrical pole. No, I don't like the idea of putting electrical lines across like that. So that will do. We're not going to have anything else around here, so this is okay. And then to connect that up to the grid, the best way is to probably utilize this and go along the highway and then straight down. And yes, because it's in Delve, we can't do that. It'll have to be across and to there, and they should have power now. And then this area. Sorry, Cargo Harbour, but you're getting sold. And there you go. Obviously, a lot of people pissed off. And roads gone. But we'll put them back in, because this will still be a nice area for fishing and such. And that's wrong. That's low density. But high density commercial. But look, there's a lot of trucks coming along going, oh, we want to go here. Where the cargo harbours? Well, they're over here now. And apparently they're full of crap. Look at that. Garbage piled up. I don't know how the garbage is piled up. Nothing has been there yet. That's strange. I don't know why that is. We could easily resolve that, actually. We do need more waste disposal at some point. I think the reason that's piled up is just because it's simply never been... It's just never been placed again. Like, it's never been... this has never been connected up, so maybe that's it. Right, so... I'll let them filter out. Obviously, it's going to take a while for all of this traffic to start really utilising it and going up and around and stuff like that. It'll take about 5 minutes to go through the city. Around here, we can still crack on, I guess, with... Why is that little bit? Oh, no, it's a pool. I thought that there. I thought, why is that an office? It's not, it's a pool. It's just the same colour. Oh, it's just the same colour as the thing. Okay, interesting. Right, so... Let us crack on with the office and... high density commercial. Obviously some of these are out of power, but they will get it eventually, and we'll go this side as well. People seem to be quite happy with Riverside. Many people saying it's the best part of the city. I agree, I think it is. Without a doubt, it's one of the most interesting parts. It's one of the reasons why I didn't want to go on a flat map. Flat map makes for easy building, but not overall interesting design. Like that, for example. Which is like, people are calling it like Monaco and stuff, and I'm like, well, I can't say that, but it's, I don't know, it's very, very, well, high density, as you can see. In fact, speaking of density, people have said how close are we to Megalopolis, which is, well, we're getting there. We're on 58,000 of 65,000. My objective is to get there at a minimum before we knock the series on the head. So we do need to sort that out. Heating availability is still okay, but these are obviously without power and water because I'm an idiot. There we go, and they should be connected up to power. They're not, because game. And there we go, now they're connected up to power. Right, so we still have a very, very, not high demand, but we have a decent demand, medium demand, in fact, for industry and offices. So, how are we going to do? Oh, there we go. Look at all the cargo stuff. Excellent. Lots of cargo trucks, all utilising the highway. This is what we wanted. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, they can come in here, they can go in there, they can go in there, they can go around there, and then in there. Oh, nice, nice. Right. So, yes, where were we? We were talking about this, the demand. Low demand now for officers and such, because obviously I'm placing officers. People said we should expand the spruce works, but I don't know where to. I mean, we could put it around here, but that means having a road right across, another bridge, which I'm not overly keen on. And actually, would we even be able to build it? Should we have a quick look? So this is, I think it's 2-lane, is it? Yeah, something like that. So from here. Oh, we would! We would be able to have a bridge straight across. Ah, that changes things then, because it actually looks okay. We'd have to have 2 bridges, actually. One here and one here. One there, and then one down here. And obviously, we can use this little lane as well if we really want to, but I can't imagine loads of cargo trucks going across there. This is now filled up as well, which I'm very happy about. Look at that. You can see how much water, how much drain these... there was like only 2 inputs here for our water. And you can see how much water drain it caused. We've also got our nice nuclear power plant over here as well. Look at that. Out the way. There you go. Could destroy everybody at any moment. It can't. Well, it can actually, but the chances of that are quite low. Although when you do get a nuclear accident, it tends to be quite a big one. Anyway, so we got cargo, and oh my good grief, look at that. It shows you just how much stuff we had going through. Obviously traffic lights, so we will turn off the traffic lights, turn off the traffic lights. Make your own minds up. I mean, it's so far out of the way, this thing, anyway, that essentially it's sort of every man, woman, and child for themselves. You know, you take your chances when you're around here. It's like the Wild West of traffic. Just risk it. Just risk it and go for it. There you go. Loads of stuff going in there. Haven't yet seen the rail network, although we might see it work here. So let's have a quick look, shall we? So obviously these are going to pick up cargo boxes and put them nowhere, apparently. Okay. Haven't had a train come along yet, actually, to sort that out, but we'll see if it happens. Oh, it's docking back up again. Today's beverage is a nice cup of tea, by the way. So, how are they going to do it? It's picking up from nowhere and putting it down nowhere. Yeah, we've got a bit of a loss of fidelity there. Right. It's a little bit iffy there. The train is connected up, right? Yeah, there it is there. That's spurred off. Same thing here as well. I guess if they're transporting it from here... Hang on. Here. Then they don't necessarily need it. Right, so... We are making... Oh my good grief, we're getting 16... I just realised we're getting 19,000 a tick. I'm guessing there's a lot of export stuff then. Yeah, I think we've got a lot of export stuff. Wow, look at that. Loads of forestry. 6 grand, in fact, and some nice industry. That's good. That's very good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right. So, just need to check heating. Heating is good. So, I think we'll expand the spruce works. So, we need to go to road. And this road here. And from this side, we need to put a road right across. And obviously that's going to delete some things, but shouldn't be too bad. But I need to make sure that it is nice and curved and goes to the edge, which probably best to build it up here. So we want to have it go to there and then over to there. Actually to there and then over to... No. That's really high, that, isn't it? It is. It's quite high up indeed. And this one we will have going... It's probably best, actually, if I delete part of that and go straight across with it. like that. And then connect it up like that. I think that's better. We still have lots of traffic lights around here, but it doesn't really matter too much. We've also got... What's this for? It's power of some kind. Do we really need that? I don't think we do. Let's check the power. Nah, it's all connected up anyway. It's all connected up. This was a old power connection that went all the way around the back, which is no longer needed. Legacy product. Same as this. Look at that. It goes all the way along. Interesting. Which we've just cut off. We do need this, though. That's actually very important, this connection. And that's because that connects up not only the dam, but the nuclear power plant as well. So if we don't have that, we don't have any power. Essentially, it will turn off half the city. So, we do need to resolve that. Right, so there's a nice... things across there. That's very, very nice. Slight issue. If we just have the spruce works expanded, they won't have access to... They won't have access to the road up here. And it might be best to perhaps delete this road and then move it up further up. I think that's probably best. Let's pause it for a moment. And we will probably go to highway. Is this with a sound barrier? It's not with a sound barrier. It looks like it's got a sound barrier, but it hasn't. It's just because it's above here. And we will delete huge swathes of it. Like so. And we'll probably put up with that bit for now. So from here, I would love to delete it further, but if we do that, hang on. Can we even do that? No, we can't, because if we did that, it would go further back, so that's fine. So, curving round, and curving around. And then finally, if we delete that, like that, actually we'll just delete those sections. That's relatively okay. So I'll curve around like so. And then finally in like that. Right, there we go. There's one. And then similar one to this part. Just delete this. And we're opening up a lot more space, you see. Arms here. And there. And around. Just following the same sort of path as we've taken on this other one. Can we delete a bit more? Can delete a bit more. Good. Probably there and there. Pretty much perfect. Right. So we've expanded that quite some ways. Probably made a mistake here because I now need to find on and off ramps like for it, but it might not be too bad. The question is, can we go under here? Yes, we can. Excellent. That's going to make it a lot easier. Because what we do is we spur it off to there. And we go down to there and then down to there. And there we go. And then that goes underneath. There you go. So that's your off. This one should be quite simple. It's just like bump. There's the off. On will be actually not too bad, perhaps. Can we go underneath and then can we go round and up? Like that. On. And then on. It has to be a little bit further down though, doesn't it? Well, that was easy then. It had any right to be. So, over to this double. And we're going to place the Spruce Works Road. Don't know where that guy was going. Over to there. Okay. And Spruce Works Road. And finally, we'll have a Spruce Works Road going over here. And then the highway will be off, off, on, and on. There you go. Traffic. Remove. Hang on. Remove those. And then we grid system it again. Actually, not grid system, because we want to have the little ones. Yeah, because this is going to be Spruce Works, so it'll be just these standard ones. Standard road. And probably there to there. There you go. I like these little loops here because it means you can go around. So it's actually quite a decent idea to do that. And there's the big lines around it. And then it is simply these standard roads. I believe. Yeah, it's a standard road. And it's just grid system. That's all it is. But we have to be very efficient with it so we can get the most out of our resources. And then we're going to have to run power and water, which will be also fun because this is a new area. And finally, there. And, the question is, no, done it wrong. Done it wrong. Delete these. Has to go the other way. Doesn't have to, but it follows the same pattern as the other side, so it's only fair. Actually, it's got nothing to do with fairness, it just it'll look better. There we go. And also, it means we don't have to fight the entrances with a highway, which is obviously going to be something that we want to avoid at all costs. You want to avoid that, definitely. And then finally, ooh. We could, if we wanted to, just have this. Little extra section. Right. So did I remove all of the traffic lights around here? I don't think I did. No, there's still got traffic lights in. Traffic lights shouldn't be a problem around here, but we'll see how it goes. So there's essentially the Spruce Works to the Spruce Worksing. And we just need to... We could just do that. Oh, crap. Expand the Spruce Works. Over to here. And then it's just that. Covering all of this, but it doesn't matter, you see. Oh, there you go. And then this will become Industry. So, first things first. Fire department. A fairly big one and all. Which we'll put right in the centre. Because we don't want things burning around here. We do need a couple of parks. I always put these like botanical gardens in. They seem to upgrade it quite nicely, but I don't think we need that. Perhaps just a couple of gardens. Like so. We'll upgrade the area. And then finally industry. And then it'll be essentially around here. Now what I'll do, I'll place it around this area first. And then we'll see what happens. But obviously I have to run over... Oh, hang on. That's wrong. It's that we want. We'll run over water and power. And we're going to grid it. So we'll follow the roads, like so. And then it's just that. Make sure that every bit gets water and power. Got a lot of problems with power. Saying that we've got areas that haven't got it, but we'll come back to that. Just need to go and sort our sewage treatment out now. Sewage treatment plants out by placing another one in. Just because you can see it's running to not a critical level, but it's running to a more dangerous level. What's this? Facility full. Oh, the cemetery. Alright. Let's have a quick look at that then. We haven't really touched on that for quite some time. So, cemetery. We don't have one around here, which is a bit of an issue. Would be nice to have one out the way. Put one in there. Put a crematorium next to it, naturally. Just seems to work. We don't need one around here. We do have one around there. That's okay. We'll need to put some more crematoriums in places. In terms of our garbage, we are okay, but around here we don't have anything. So, in order to get garbage out, it's problematic. We need to probably put garbage system around here, maybe? I'll probably do that in a moment, actually, yeah. And our crime is... we don't have... like a fire... like somewhere around here to fight crime, which is strange, but... should we put one in? We don't really need one, to be fair, but I don't think we need one. I don't think, like, industrial crime. I've never seen that, but perhaps you do. Perhaps you do. What else do we need? We need... don't know. Do we put one in? Do we bother? I don't know. Let's change all these to industrial, by the way. New sections. There we are. And then... crime. Might as well put it in, just in case. You never know, do you? You never know. And medical. Why did I put that there? Put it right in the centre, so it's just annoying for everyone involved. Because then you can't fit more in. There you go. I can fit both in now. Right, so there's that. Okay, so education. Oh, elementary school availability. Very, very low. Alright. So we'll put an elementary school in here. High school is the same sort of thing. Quite a high need for that. We'll put it there. And university, we're fine. So that should resolve that part over there. In terms of transport, obviously we haven't got any like taxi ranks or anything. So I always put 1 or 2 in over this side. And naturally we need buses. So... gonna have a couple of buses. We don't... The main problem, actually, with this new Spruce Works is that it's got no access to the rail network. In order to get stuff over there, you're going to have to go straight across these 2 bridges. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be that successful. It also doesn't have a metro. Obviously, we've got a metro running around here. And we've got a metro running around this area as well. We don't have one on the other side, so... I don't know. I don't know what the effect that is going to have. Anyway, so we've got... what's that there? That is a train line. Weird that that's a train. Oh yeah, of course, train line. Trying to think, what the hell is that for? That's a monorail system, which we haven't got. Yeah, we're not going to have one either. So, just because it's too annoying. Well, I say we're not going to have one. We're not going to have one at the moment. I don't plan on having one. I'm just going to have a bus that goes around like this, right? So you don't have to walk all the way around. And then what I'll do is I'll have a bus that goes from this side, and then it'll simply go across the Spruce Works from one side to the other. So, if you want to get across... it's a simple matter. You just get taking that one when you go across. It just goes around the bridges. It's actually very scenic, wouldn't it? You just go across 2 like bridge areas and go, oh yes, very, very nice. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Right, power. Issue, because we don't have any. So, could run... no, we can't. Believe it or not, the best way of running the power is probably that. Which makes no sense whatsoever, but there you go. There's power. These ones will connect up eventually. As long as we've got some power going into it, I don't really care. That's as long as, like, so we just have to have some. So there we go. We've got the police station and the medical clinic all put in. And, I mean, this doesn't look like a big area, but when you zoom right in and actually understand the scale of the thing, I mean, look, that's the clinic. 3 parking spaces, fairly decent sized building. There's, like, one of the cars, and then you zoom out and you realise that actually... this is like a couple of miles. Square, probably. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of traffic coming around here. And, oh my god, look at that. That's horrible. We're going to have to sort that out. We're going to delete that. And we're going to pause it for a second because that is terrible. So, from here, it's just because it's too... It bends the wrong way. That's better. There you go. So they can naturally curve off rather than just go on handbrake turn and go around. which is what they had before. Oh, that's a horrible merge. It went through the other car. Right, let's check our traffic, and we can see that. Wow, immediately. Look at all this. All this was extremely high traffic. And now it's still high traffic, but it's only in the orange, it's not in the red. We have got some red going through here. Looks like some vans and such again, because they're coming down this part. It's probably not a big problem. We'll turn off the traffic lights for that. And essentially this main road will turn the traffic lights off for it. Which I keep getting stick. People still keep saying, oh my god, you're messing up by removing the traffic lights, but yeah, ideally you would have them, but sorry, in an ideal world, Genericsville is not ideal. Far from it. So traffic along there is high. Obviously here it is massive. Very, very high traffic. Very, very high indeed. A lot of industry. God, it's a lot of industry as well, isn't it? So much industry, it's lagging. Which I've never seen on this game before, not on my new rig anyway. Just removing the traffic lights on some of these main high ones. And then we've got all the spruce works. Look at that, making furniture and such. And then on this side as well, which are starting to expand. Excellent. Let's have a quick look. And yeah, they'll be expanding when they can. I'll put these rows in, and then it'll glitch out and I'll have loads of problems, but we'll see what happens. What's that there? Oh, that's the park, yeah. That'll be sorted out eventually. Right, so we now have still a demand for commercial. So commercial, again, quite easy. We just need to expand along here. And good as well, because actually what I'm going to do, all of this here is going to be commercial around the expo center. The idea of having offices doesn't make much sense to me. It would be commercial, you know. If the people come to the expo, you would want like drinks places and eateries and hotels and stuff like that. So there we go. There's that side done. And on this, we will expand it as well. Now, whether we put offices in here, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Huh. Found a villager from Minecraft. Huh. Do we have that or not? I don't... Bloody hell, that building shot up quick, didn't it? Yeah, hotel. As I said, you'd have hotels and stuff, and that's exactly what you're getting. And donut shops and eateries. There's a seafood place by the look of it. Go nuts for donuts, and it is burnt bean coffee. It apparently has a squid on the outside. I don't really know why that is the case, but whatever. So, that's demand's going down. We're currently on 60,000 people getting 111 every tick. That is most good. So, where do we have an issue with trash? I think it was around here, wasn't it? So, I mean, to be fair, this is very, very high density. Very, very high density indeed. So, probably the best place for trash is around here, I think. So, we can simply have a bit of a sort of spur off. Like that. And then sharp, and then a straight. It's not very flat, that, is it? What we'll do is we'll go flatten, big, level it to about there, and then that should hopefully save us. Well, that's not flatten, actually. That was something else. Right, so there and there. Oh, hang on. Curvy road. And then straight over to there. And then we should be able... Can you hear the plane going overhead? It's going. 1, 2, and that's a bit... Slope is too steep. We can put it on the other side if we want. And we'll put some incinerators on as well. So 1 and 2. Now, obviously, I know we're placing this here and these are not going to like it. Happy Face, travel agency and stuff. But it will be okay. They will be able to... They will put up with it. Trust me. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. I hope they're fine. They might not be fine. Whatever. We'll see what happens. So, power. Power's good. Water. Water's resolved. Treatment's good. In terms over here, what sort of traffic are we getting? Still getting traffic. Lots of stuff coming along. Highway's getting a lot of use. A lot of traffic around here as well. Look at that. Loads of traffic. And they're starting to expand the spruce works to an area where they didn't have power because paradox. Nah, it's not. It's problematic, but it'll connect up eventually. Right, so we are going to leave it there. We're generating money per day. We're getting people, 60,000. And overall, we are doing quite well. What I'm checking first, though, is just pausing a second, and that plane. 5 passengers of 20. Yep, nobody really uses this airport. It's strange because you'd think they would, but I guess we don't have any bus routes and stuff, do we? Do we have any taxi ranks? I never sorted that out. Yeah, I didn't. I really should have put a couple of taxi ranks outside it and put some buses on. Let me do that first. Let me get some buses. Why can't I put some buses? Oh, that's tramline, of course. That's why we can't do it. So, we do have stands going around here and across the front. Oh, you know what? There is good bus routes there. There are good bus routes, so I don't know why we have an issue there. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go around here. We'll have this one go all the way down to the front. And go up and round. And it'll take you up here. And then around. And then finally into there again. Look at that. All the way around. So you can now get to the front. Fantastic. Right, we're going to leave it there. Next episode, we will continue on. My objective, really, I mean, I know I've said a couple of times, like, do you want to continue, blah, blah. Most people are happy to see this go on, but, oh my god, look at that. There's so many people shouting that there's not enough tourists, not enough customers. We'll have to resolve that somehow. I know a lot of people say, oh, we'll continue on, blah, blah, but I think we are coming close towards the end now. My plan is that once we hit, where is it? This. When we get 65,000 megalopolis, we will buy that out, we'll put the airport down, and we'll call it a day. I think that's the plan. I mean, it's already... We've expanded quite well. We can, I mean, there's, you know, we could just continue on forever, but, you know, if we have an end, a break, then we know that we've left it there, but we'll see how it goes. We'll sort of take that vote next episode, and we'll see what it's like. Either way, not a bad episode of building. Next episode, continue on, sort out the power, as well as the really big requirement for people. I might have to get a metro centre put in or something. We'll have to get a metro station or something. We'll sort it out. Anyway, as always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. And generic partings.